Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Gorale. This is our very last episode right here on this map. And I actually have something rather special planned for you. Which means that our very final episode here on this map is only going to be a short episode. Because the Horse DLC that they have released alongside the, I think it's the Agritechnica show or something. Is it the Agritechnica show? It's something like that. Anyway, the agricultural show in Europe, and I don't actually know where it is. I really should find these things out, shouldn't I? But anyway, the Horse DLC that was going to be released with the big agricultural show in Europe, where you can get a copy of it free from their stand there, and also I believe Farming Simulator. They're also releasing something at the show, but I don't know if we're able to get the Farming Simulator one yet. That's a new Rossel Mash Combine. But anyway, the Horse one, this is the important one, has now been officially released. They've done a, there's a download link and code that you can use on the Giants forums. I will also post that link in this video. However, they have stated that link won't be active forever, but they will then officially release it on the Giants website. So you will be able to get the DLC. And I've got the DLC, and I'm going to do a quick first look. We're going to take a look at the map, and we're going to take a look at the other stuff that's available on there. So that is why this is going to be a short episode, because as soon as you finish watching this one, I will have that one ready to upload as well. So this one will be going live this way. It should be 4 o'clock for you when you're watching this one. And at 5 o'clock, I will have the Horse DLC, should be up ready for you to watch. And then at 6 o'clock, I've got another special treat for you that I'm not allowed to say anything about just yet, but you will see at 6 o'clock. So in 2 hours, so in an hour's time, you'll have the Horse stuff, and in 2 hours' time, you'll have my other special treat that I have been working on for an entire week. It's good. Even if I say so myself, personally, I think it's good. It's awesome. But yeah. So, today we wanted to just do a little bit more harvest. I'm not really too worried about the combines. The main thing that we wanted to do today was we wanted to take a look at the trains. Quite a few people have said that they haven't seen the trains on this map. I haven't done trains on this map. You'd like me to do the trains. So that is what I'm going to do today. It's the only thing that I really want to accomplish today is just to take a little bit of this stuff to the trains and then sell it. So if I just start this combine up a minute, and I'll let this one carry on, and the one behind, we can get that one emptied out as well, because he's got quite a bit there, and we can run this and the other tractor over to the tip point, and we can tip it out in for the trains. And then when we've done that, we can take the trains. We're going to take one of them, and because there's 2 separate tracks on this map, so we're going to take one of them up round, and we're going to sell up there, up the top end. Right, that one can go there, leap out and run over to this one here and start it up. And I am actually on miles an hour and pounds at the moment. Yes, I have been recording some time-lapse over on Dowland Farm. For those of you who have been asking, Dowland Farm will continue until we have reached our 44 episode target that I like to reach with my time-lapses, and then I will be moving to Sandy Bay. Sandy Bay will not be running seasons. I'm going to be doing pigs. I know they've done quite a big update for seasons lately, and a lot of people really like it. I don't know if they've done anything with the pigs, but the last time, with the version of seasons I'm running on here and on Dowland Farm, I've deliberately not updated it yet because I didn't want to risk it running any conflicts or anything like that. The version I'm running on there, it's not working for pigs. And when I say it's not working, all it is essentially that pigs are not profitable. You end up losing money with pigs if you use them on the DLC, and you know it's you can still do it. You can still make I say you lose money. The only way you actually classed as you do make a profit. You do make a profit. It's just that if you were to sell the crops themselves without the if you were just to sell the crops as they are on their own without the why is he oh I see, he's stuck over on that tree. Without putting them through the pigs first, you make more money than if you put them through the pigs. But you put the crop through the pigs, and you can sell the pigs, and you will make a profit, but it's so much slower than if you were just to sell the crops on their own. So for that reason, I'm sort of saying that the pigs aren't really working at the moment, because you wouldn't do that. If you could make far more money by just selling the crops direct than you could by feeding it to the pigs first, you wouldn't feed pigs, would you? You would sell pigs, and you would just sell crops. So yeah, I'm saying that it doesn't really work. And so for that reason, I'm not going to run seasons on Sandy Bay. And also, I know a lot of you really do love the Seasons mod, and I love the Seasons mod. I think it's absolutely brilliant. However, there are people that prefer me to play the game vanilla without Seasons running. A lot of console players like to see me do it like that because Seasons is not available on consoles, and I know that so many of you love to follow along with likes the time-lapse on whatever platform you're playing, and if I'm running Seasons, you can't do that. So, yeah, the Sandy Bay one won't have Seasons. After I have done Sandy Bay, I will then be looking around for one final map that I want to do before I finish up for FS17. I'm not sure what that final map will be yet, but I will be asking. I will hopefully by that time have my website up and running, and I will be able to ask you all what you want, what your opinions are, and what you'd like to see in regards to the final one. Now, I've got some ideas of different ones that I could do, but at present, I'm not really sure which way it's going to go, because 44 episodes is 22 weeks. That's a long time, right? That's nearly 6 months. And in 6 months, well, it's going to be more than 6 months from now, because I've still got to finish the Dowland Farm one, which has got another 6 episodes to run yet. And is it 6 or is it 7? I don't know. 6 or 7 episodes to run yet, so there's more than a month left on that one. So it's going to be over 6 months before I'm picking the final map for my time-lapse series, and that means that a whole load of new maps could come out before then. We could see all kinds of things being released before then, and that is why I'm not in too much of a rush to sort of commit to anything just yet. But Sandy Bay is definitely the next one, and we are definitely going to be doing the I'll tell you what, I'm going to start this combine up and we'll get this one running. We're definitely going to be doing Sandy Bay, and we're definitely not going to be running Seasons. So let me start that one down there like that, and I'm just going to press H a minute, let it spin round and just catch up with what it was doing. It's probably going to come back and try to harvest that little patch there, which means it's going to get stuck on the tree again anyway. We'll leave it go. We'll let that one do what it's going to do. Now, what we want to do is we want to go to the train. So I think the best way to do that is to do it like this. So we've got this train here. This one goes around the north part of the map. And if I press R, like this, we've got 93,000 litres of wheat. We don't have anything else in here. We've got sugarcane as well now. Of course, with the 1.5 update, it's added it all in. 93,000. So I'm going to start that one, and I'm going to put about half of it into this train. And I'm going to put about half of it into the other train. You've got a lot. I think it's 90,000 litres per carriage, isn't it? Actually, let's try and stop. So it's 18 for 20. Yeah, it's about 90,000. So if you've got 90,000 on each carriage, how many carriages have we got on here? I can't see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 on each train. That is 900,000 litres of grain you can carry with these trains. That is absolutely fantastic. 900,000 litres. That's a huge amount. That's absolutely enormous amount. Right, I'm just going to stop that one there, and if I go over to this train here, I can start this one up as well. In theory. No, I can't. Why is it not letting me do it? I've pressed R. I pressed R. Still not letting me fill. Is this one just not going to let me fill up at all? The other one's letting me fill. I'll back up a little bit. Maybe it doesn't want to put them in the end one. Oh, there. Now it's working. If I could go the right way. I went too far. It might just be that it doesn't like the back carriages or something. Or maybe I'm not supposed to put into those first. Or it wasn't lined up exactly. Any number of these reasons could have come into it. So I'm going to go forward. I want to try and get it near the back. I'd like to try and get it on the very back carriage if I could. Just to see if we can. But it's trying to get it lined up. That's a long way back, that is. That is a very, very long train, isn't it? Tell you what, if I stop there, if I move over to the other train, I might get a better glimpse of where it's sat. So that's on the third one. I want to go forward a bit more. I'll go there, I think. Stop completely. Go to the other train, and is that lined up over the back carriage? I'm not quite sure. I think maybe if we just inch forward a little bit more. Let's try there. Now I'm going to press R and see if it will fill. Yes, it will. Excellent. Okay, so we start that one. That one's going to fill the very back carriage, and yes, very back carriage. While that one's filling, we're going to drive this train here, and we're going to go off to... So we've got the transport company up here. That is the only point on this north track that we can sell, by the look of it. The southern track has got the grain elevator there, but whether... And it's got the grain elevator here, but I don't think that one is an actual sell point for trains. I think that one is separate. So if we come along here, I've never actually seen what happens if the train goes across the road and blocks the road. Do the cars come up and stop? So there's no cars available. Still no cars. Okay, we'll just ignore that for now. And we're going to head off. So what I want to do is I'm just going to take this one over, and we're going to sell this at this point, and I'm going to take the other train round and we'll sell it at the other point down there, just while we get a quick sort of tour of the map as well. And then we're going to go. So that will be the final episode here for Gorale. We are done. As of tomorrow, we are in the new DLC, I hope, so long as it is ready in time, and I can get the download in time. We will be working away on the new map and looking at the new DLC and all the new stuff. It's all going to be very exciting. And unfortunately, I can't release the save game for this one because this is running now on an outdated version of Gorale, and the new version is incompatible. I have not been able to get it to work, so I will not be able to release the save game for this one. The save game for the Texas map, that has actually been released now. You are able to go and play that one, so feel free to go and download it. If you look at the final episode of Texas, you will see in the description right at the top I have put a link. I uploaded it onto Modhoster. I could not get the FSUK one to work, so it's now on Modhoster, and you can go and download it, and it's already been half-inched and put up on a load of different sites, so it is available to go and watch. I'll tell you what, I just want to see what the price is going to be for the wheat. Wheat, the mill is 803. Where are we? What's this one called? Not too far. We are at the transport company. So the transport company is currently dishing out 526 euros per 1,000 litres. So not very much. We really do want to take that to the mill, don't we? But never mind. We're going to drop it off here. And we get for our 30-odd thousand litres, 20,000 euros of harvest income. That's not too bad. That's not too shabby, really. We'll carry on with our little tour, and we'll go back round to where the other train is, and then we'll stop, and then we can leap into the other train, and we can go and sell that. So yeah, the new DLC, I'm really looking forward to being able to play this. It's going to be absolutely awesome. It's going to be absolutely fantastic, and I can see no reason why I won't be able to release that one when it's done. Unfortunately, like I said, this one I can't release the save game to, and Dowland Farm, I can't release the save game to that one either, because I'm not running on a version of the map that is compatible. The version I have is when the map creators were converting the map from their original contest one over to seasons, they made a few changes and then they gave me the map. But after they gave me the map, they made quite a few more significant changes to it. They added in multi-angle terrain, and they changed a few bits and pieces around, which mean that you needed a new save game. The save that I have is not compatible with the save game that they released, because they moved some of the stuff around to make the storage points for the grain in that, to make them a little bit better. And that does unfortunately mean that the copy that I've got is not compatible, and it's not a released version either, so I'm not going to release it. It's not my place to do so, it's not my map. But it does mean that it does mean that their copy of the map that is officially released is not compatible with my save game. So for that reason, I cannot release the time-lapse, which is really unfortunate, but it's just one of those things. So you've got the Texas one, and the next couple, the Sandy Bay one, that's been an established version for quite a long time now, so I can't see there'll be any problems with that one, and there's also not going to be any problem. I'll tell you what, I'm going to jump straight across. onto this train. There we go. Let that one slow down. I think it slows down faster if you're not actually driving. If you leap out, it will slow down faster than if you are driving. Well, that's my timer going off to say that we've run out of time. I'm just going to very quickly run this one around the lower part of the map so we can take a look down there. So, yeah, Sandy Bay, that will be released. There won't be any problems with that, I can't see. And then, obviously, the Estancia La Pacho, I think it is. I think that's what you call it. That save game file, after we finish playing on that map, that one will be obviously be able to be released as well because it's an official map. Oh, we can stop. Let's go up here a little bit further. I was wondering if the car would go across a map, but it doesn't. It doesn't actually drive across the road. I am curious if it's even possible to do that. Is it possible to have it so that the train hits a car as you go around the map? Because both of them are like fairly immovable objects, aren't they? The cars stay where they are and the trains stay. Although, if you have two trains on the same map, you do... Oh, there we go. Look, what's it going to do? Nope, that one's just going to stop. If you have two trains on the same map and drive them through, there's no collision or anything interesting. They just drive through each other. And to me, that's a little bit disappointing. I would like to see something a little bit more than that. I do love this map. Yes, there are a few issues with the whole you don't own this field malarkey that goes on all the way around the map. And that is quite a bit of an issue on different places. But once you've gotten past that bit, if you can like buy all the land, or buy the land in, like you just plan to buy it in bigger blocks, there is no issues with this map. This map is absolutely wonderful. It's really good fun. It's beautiful. It's well laid out. And I like the smaller fields and that. I think this map is absolutely wonderful. I've really enjoyed playing this one. I've enjoyed playing this one a lot more than most maps that I've played. I've got to be honest. And certainly for a Let's Play point of view, it can be quite difficult to get a Let's Play to flow well. And that is one of the issues I have with the Let's Play, is to get it to flow reasonably well, because you start working in a big field and then it takes absolutely ages to do it, and so it kind of ends up becoming a bit disjointed. It doesn't feel like it's sort of flowing smoothly, and that's not really been a problem with this map, because everything has been such a small scale. It's been really entertaining to play, and it's been really entertaining to make the whole thing. It's very difficult to get that lined up right down the end there, but it has worked. We've got it there. And we can sell this. How much are we getting for this one? Just while we look, 742 euros. That's actually pretty good. 40,600 euros for selling that. So and that is where we were doing a little bit of cultivating while we were testing the drone as we were flying around. When we move to the new DLC, when we move to the map, we will obviously, I said that we would have an episode or two while we set up the map and get everything ready. That's going to be completely unrealistic. We'll generate in the money that we need, we'll buy a load of we'll be buying and teleporting and doing all kinds of stuff like that. But then the following week we're going to go to normal gameplay, and we will play it as realistically as possible. We'll have realistic amounts of money, and I really hope that you enjoy. I'm really looking forward to playing this map. From what I've seen, it's going to be absolutely spectacular. So if you enjoyed this episode, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. Thank you very much for watching this entire series. For those of you that have, I really hope that you enjoyed it, and that it has encouraged you to stay watching the channel and watching more afterwards. That is it. Train has stopped. Actually, it stops in its own length. That's actually pretty good. That's quite impressive. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.